talking about. Yeah, me too. All right. But no, I have a lot to talk to you guys about tonight. Let's see. Well, are you guys like me? Are you loving life right now? One no. Sorry, sir. I'm like me. No, I know. I mean, I know it's hard times for a lot of people right now, but I'm trying my hardest to find the positives in the worst things in life, like the new Facebook. Because let's be real, that thing is a piece of shit, right? But it's not. It's not all bad. Have you guys found the new like function on Facebook? This thing where you see something you like, you don't feel like commenting, you just press this button and it'll pop up saying, Scott Baumgartner likes this, or whatever your name is probably will come up. And so mine. I don't know that for sure. I've only done it for me. But what I've discovered is that there's no limit to what you can like on Facebook. So recently, I've been going back like 2-3 years on my friends' profiles and just liking random crap. Jason Roberts is now single, March 7th, 2006. I like it. Sometimes if I'm really bored, I'll just go through the past 5 or 6 months on my friends' walls and just like every single status update or event they've attended for that duration, just so that the next time they log on they'll have like 250 new notifications. Because there's nothing better than getting someone's hopes up that they're finally popular, when in reality they're just going to find that I like that they are planning on attending the Foster Walker Formal, which is right now. There's one thing that's been on everyone's mind recently. You know what I'm talking about. Say it with me. Evolution, right?
Yes. Yes.
Evolution. That didn't really work out for the rest of the species so much, huh? I mean, humans, we're the pretty clear winners of that process. We have so many developments that animals do not, like modes of transportation. For most animals, it's like walking and running. That's about it. For us, that's the tip of the iceberg. We've got so many, like for instance, the Segway, the Vespa, the spaceship. I could go on and on. Stilts. We've got. Sometimes we just ride other animals around. It seems like kind of a slap in the face. But some animals can fly, namely birds. That's pretty sweet. I gotta hand it to them. They got us there. But you know what else birds have to do? Is build their own houses out of twigs using only their mouths. So, as much as I'd love to be able to fly, if that was the trade-off, I don't think I would take that deal. Because that house would suck. And what do you guys think was the turning point where humans became like the dominant species? Because I think it had to be when we started wearing clothes. That was a game changer. And the animals have really had no response. Because what are they going to do? Be like, whoa, humans think you can just build this road right through our habitat and that's going to be okay? I don't think so. Because then we could just be like, hey, animals, we can see your balls right now. It's just hard to take you seriously when you got your balls hanging out. You go pants up and then we'll talk. So, is it just me? Is it just me? Is it just me, or does it seem like there are way too many people with the last name Anderson compared to people with the first name Ander? What's going on there? You guys ever think about that? Because I do, like a lot. Like really a lot. I'm thinking about it right now. So, you know how you're not really supposed to marry like your brother and sister? You guys heard that? Yeah. My parents didn't get that memo, because they just did it anyway. What I'm saying is my parents are brother and sister. Which would be funny if it wasn't true. Very few of you are laughing, which is good, because this really happened. I know now some of you are like moving around in your seats like, oh my god, I think he might be serious. I knew there was something wrong with him, but I didn't know he was my dad. This is true, folks. My parents are brother and sister, and I have the webbed feet to prove it. Okay? Actually, it's not as weird as it sounds. They're just stepbrother and sister, so... Yeah, still pretty fucked up, right? I don't get it. Like, to me, marrying your brother and sister, it's one of those things that, like, yeah, technically it's legal, but socially it just doesn't fly at all. It's kind of like having a rat tail. I think pretty much any sort of incest or party in the back scenario, you just want to avoid that, if at all possible. And I don't really know how my parents rationalized that decision to marry each other as stepbrother and sister. I know for me, sometimes I'll be watching an episode of The Brady Bunch, and I'll be thinking, you know what would make this a lot better? If the kids started doing it. Yeah, maybe the two little ones, and you know, maybe Alice, she could French the dog. I don't know. It's just a lot of Alice fans in the film. She would never do that. I've had a long day. You see, I had ramen noodles for breakfast. That's slowing me down. Oh, man, that's embarrassing. You know, what's with the name they've got for that stuff? Top ramen? Really? If this is the top ramen, I don't think I want to know what bottom ramen might be. We're talking about a product that comes with a packet of like meat-flavored silt, or I don't even know. I don't know if it's much lower than that. I guess they're an inferior ramen brand out there where they're like, oh yeah, we scraped the uneaten noodles off of a fat guy's plate at the Olive Garden, so and then rubbed it on a chicken. Why don't you enjoy that meal? Anybody in the crowd tonight have a middle name? Any middle names? Yeah! A couple. Surprising. All right, let's play a little game where on the count of three, I want everybody to say their middle name. It's just a little game. Are you ready? On the count of three. 1, 2. Just kidding. Nobody cares. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry, sir. Said that. But it's true. Middle names. Totally unnecessary name. Right there. There are 2 instances in life where the middle name makes an appearance. That's on your birth certificate and on your gravestone. In between there, not really coming up that often. I've used my middle initial on some documents, but the whole name? No, you cannot give that shit away. I went to a job interview. The guy was writing down my information. He goes, and what is the first letter of your middle name? I said, it's K, and the rest of it is, he goes, I don't want it! He was mad at me. I just told him my middle name. And you ever have somebody try to guess your middle name? Oh, that's always an ordeal, huh? You know these people, they're like, hey, what's your middle name? Wait, let me guess. And you're like, really, we're doing this? But they're already off to the races. Like, Matthew, Stephen, ooh, Jeffrey, no, just wait, just give me the first letter, And that's all you can ever get, that's the first letter. Oh man, yeah, along the same vein with these names, you know what's been popular for a while now is the hyphenated last name. So, it's a weird reaction. Oh, puke. My last name is Puke-Barf. I don't know either. But you know, I respect the hyphenated last name. It's a good way. It's like gender equality. You get the mother's last name and the father's last name, and that's great. But I just feel like whoever came up with the idea for the hyphenated last name, they weren't really thinking down the road very far. Because what's going to happen when all these hyphenated last name kids start getting together? We're going to have like hyphenated last names? A bunch of Brown, Green, Johnson Smiths on our hands? Or, you know, in my case, a bunch of Baumgartners. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much.